What is up, everybody? Welcome to a very special Risk of Resources loadout race today. I'm Race. I'm here with Disputed. Hello.
Hello. Good to be here.
All right. We got something very, very cool for you guys today. Today, we don't have a normal loadout race. We don't even have a normal tournament. We have the first ever team tournament. So we have 8 players, 4 teams, going at 6 loadouts. Run with this for a bit while we explain what this format is going to look like today. First of all, let me introduce the teams. On team 1, we have Cabbage and Goji. Team 2, we have Sneck and Confused. Team 3 is Ready and Tylor. And Team 4 is Big D and Niklowski. And don't worry if you don't remember all that right now. The second, it'll be reinforced throughout the day. The way we're scoring today is you and your teammates are going to combine times, and whichever team with the lowest time goes on. So we have no tiebreakers today or anything like that. I need to
A little bit different than the traditional team race. They're really incentivized to have everyone on their team do pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
It is that way in a regular team race, but sometimes, like if you get an early +5, you can play for the person ahead.
Yeah.
And kind of take advantage of that.
+5s are going to be really, really impactful on these, actually. 5 extra minutes that you have to now be faster than your opponent's time is like, it's normally okay, whatever, in like a single player race, but man. I wonder if we're going to see any teams turn on each other. You know, like what if me and Disputer on a team and he +5s like 4 times and I'm like, God damn it. You know, like I hate this guy. Surely not, right?
Oh, that reminds me actually. I didn't realize we were doing a team race until like half an hour ago, but Cabbage messaged me like an hour ago saying, you did pretty well in the scrim. You want to fill in for Goji today? I didn't realize Goji was his teammate.
There's already some discordant fellowship among Team 1. I don't know. Whoever wins this loadout, by the way, will go on to Bandit. Whoever loses this one will go on to Acrid. And we'll see what happens in the next bracket. In the False Sun run. By the way, we should talk about the run. This is a Commando run. Looks like default Commando. Interesting. We have Verdant Falls, we got Alter, RPD, Siren's Call later, which is kind of tough.
A lot of sirens today.
Yeah, 3 sirens. That's tough. Yeah, but specifically this load is kind of tough. We needed some AoE solutions, and we're definitely not too fast as Commando. I foresee sirens being kind of a tough stage. They might need to loot up quite a bit before that point, I think.
You see these guys kind of taking their time here.
Which is good. I don't really want to see them like super rush this right now. And I think everyone's kind of really, like we said earlier, a +5 is a big deal here. We're counting the times between the team members, so I know no one wants to be the reason that their team gets super far behind. I think we're gonna see a lot of communication today as far as this goes. We're gonna see people just trying to make sure that their teammate can get through the stage and they're not gonna blitz super far ahead of them and kind of leave their teammates stranded, like we might have seen in another team loadout race or something like that. It's a very different type of approach today, and it looks like everyone's kind of handling it a little well. That stake printer they spawned on would have been nice for False Sun, but alas. And already on Alter is Tyler is in the lead, which is a little actually surprising, especially with Cabbage in the game. It looks like Cabbage is just trying to make sure that Goji is taken care of, like a baby bird.
Team races tend to go just a little bit slower in general as well. Even if you're not like intentionally trying to go slow, just the abundance of information, I think, slows you down a little bit.
Yeah.
Weirdly, you would think it would be the opposite.
Yeah.
Shuriken printer.
Oh, okay, so GG. Amazing.
This is and early though.
It's a resonance disc, but there is a red item on stage 2 and that damage chest right next to the Shuriken printer.
Find a resi disc in the races. I think it's a good TP item.
It's not bad. It's definitely a very fine item, you know. I don't think it's gonna make or break your run, but it's nice to have.
No, there's never a point where you're like, you know what this run needs?
Yeah.
A resonance disc.
It's one of those items that does something cool only when you can already screen wipe. And by that point, it's like, I don't really need the cool thing as much anymore a lot of the time. Looks like the TP item for TP2 is a Rose Buckler, by the way. Not a super helpful item. It's okay. It probably might help them during Siren's Call, but I imagine everyone's just going to kind of go into Shurikens here. I don't really see a huge reason why not. It's one of the best stacking items in the game, especially for Commando. It stacks up quantity of Shurikens, and also shuriken damage.
Good band procer too.
And this loadout,
Especially because
yeah, it doesn't really have much of that. Yeah, it has a pierce band proc, but that's kind of hard to do, especially on the fly in the Mythics fight, and especially not for phase 1.
Ooh. Okay, so we got an energy drink printer.
Very nice. Both teams have found this as well.
Going for it.
Yeah, we're looking good here. There's also an egg that only Ruddy doesn't have. Everyone else has it, so he knows it exists. He'll probably go pick it up after TP here. Yeah, both teams are kind of getting the same builds because the printers here are just so powerful. There's no reason not to go into both. And there's a watch printer as well. So we see Goji kind of going into watches and speed. Same with Cabbage. This is like already a good build.
Whoa, those are some lucky prints.
Yeah,
keeping
kept the gas.
And the gas.
Wow. Cabbage all the way to RPD already. First one there.
Interesting. And Goji only printed 1 shuriken. I guess they didn't really have a lot of greens. Cabbage has 4, by contrast.
I would have printed another one if I were Goji, though. I guess they're just really trying to keep that rose buckler for penny farming and just sirens or something like that. I mean, it's definitely not bad, and if you can use it well, you can, you know, definitely earn money from wisps a little bit easier. Actually, no, Goji doesn't have pennies. Never mind. I don't know why they kept it then. Ooh, a bleed right off the start of stage 3 in a chest. Very, very good.
See that?
Cabbage already found it. Just told Goji exactly where it was.
Cabbage already doing TP on stage 3 here.
Look at how effective those shurikens are. All you really need are just some of those and you're good to go. Doomstrider just kind of got rolled.
It's interesting how much variance there is in Cabbage and Goji's builds with them being on the same team.
Yeah, you look at Ruddy and Tyler, and they're about the same here, right? 1 shuriken less, maybe 1 drink less, but about the same. We get beads from TP, which is okay if anyone remembers to get rid of them. I can't imagine that we'll see everyone get rid of them, though. There just really aren't that many chances to, so...
People do forget a lot. Like, a couple weeks ago, I think, like, Ruddy was the only one to do it. And it didn't really cost him that much time. Like, it's just a very situational thing. It's good if you can do it, though.
Not everyone forgets. I think a lot of people seem to value their time and don't want to have to scrap something. But it is like a lot of extra damage. It's good molt. So
you don't even have to pick up the scrap.
No, you can just
put it in there and run away.
It's like what? Like a nice watch worth of damage. At least. Alright, Cabbage is done with the teleporter and going to loot some of the stage. We'll see what we get here. Looks like Cabbage isn't really interested in looting all that much. Well, he doesn't really have that much money either. I don't know if he intended to grab that bolstering lantern, but he has one. And he's off to stage 4 already. Siren's Call. So this is the stage we're a little bit worried about. We do have a lot of things in the item list for this stage that's pretty good. We have the gas, which is great. Speed really helps. And we have the egg as well, so we can get away from larva and stuff like that if we need to. Just got to be a little careful with stuff like that, though. It only takes 1 overloading larva to end your run. I wonder if anyone's going to go for an egg AWU skip. I doubt it. It would be cool, though.
Maybe. It's something I feel like is underutilized in the races. It's not something people really like to practice or attempt ever, but when you can pull it off, you feel so fucking cool.
If nothing else, it's kind of a boss move. And there we go. Ruddy is actually one of the ones to get rid of the prayer beads. Tyler as well. It looks like blue team remembered. Red team did not. There was a scrapper right next to TP too.
They could get more value out of it though if they hold on to it for a stage or two. Maybe run into a scrapper here or next stage.
You see Cabbage going right for the TP already, by the way. Seems to be doing okay. There was a Elder that was causing some problems, but it's fine. Looks like with the shuriken damage, we're just taking down the worm pretty easy as well. And Tyler's going right for the boss on Sirens as well. Looks like Goji's having a little bit of a tougher time here without that shuriken damage like Cabbage has. They're having to spend a lot more time on each enemy. AWU spawned in for Cabbage, which is a little bit unfortunate. Might have to use the egg here to dodge around a bit, but...
Almost done with TP though.
Yeah, I don't have to stay too much longer.
As long as he's in that first phase, he's pretty easy to deal with.
I just worry about a shotgun coming in. Gotta be a little careful. 2 shots from AWU and you're kind of out. Luckily, teleporter is over. So we'll see what Cabbage decides to do on the rest of the stage here. There are a couple large chests that are in the kind of center of the map here. Will-O-Wisp and Squid Polyp. Really not that worth it. unfortunately. I wonder how long everyone's going to spend on this stage. There's a lot of blood shrines. It looks like Cabbage has taken a little bit of damage to get that breaching fin for extra damage. They had one early on, but they lost to the shuriken printer, so getting that damage melt back is nice. And Cabbage is out to stage 5. Looks like Cabbage found an AP round printer on stage 5. Lost a watch for one, but it's still worth taking. Still has a lot of extra damage. There's also a Void Seed on Sky Meadow as well. And an Afterburner right behind the breaching fin that Cabbage won. And I mean,
That's fine.
It might help with the
roll.
skip, to be honest.
That's true, yeah.
If they know how to do it. There is another equipment, and it's Saw. Saw next to TP on stage
Pretty
5.
good.
One of your favorites, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Looks like Ruddy and Goji are both out as well. It looks like Cabbage and Tyler are the ones kind of taking the lead here for their team. It'd be really interesting to see kind of what happens during, this Blazing Scorchworm teleporter and Mythics as well. Because everyone's playing pretty well, but
Rip prediction.
I have a feeling something's going to happen. Hopefully Cabbage is giving an ample warning to Goji about what is happening at the teleporter. Maybe Goji will want to like prep a little bit more or something like that. This is not very good. It looks like Cabbage is actually not even able to charge TP right now. Just kind of staying on top of the platform here. Now kind of jumping down and doing it, but it looks like Ruddy is... Oh, he's just starting TP. Oh, there's actually a good strategy for this stage as well. If you want to clear a lot of enemies, you could just shoot the rocks, and you can proc a bunch of Resonance Disc while you're in teleporter here.
Oh, true.
I don't know if I
Good
saw
way to
anyone doing
farm,
that.
Chronic as well.
As well as Infusion, which Ruddy got for free using a regen scrap last stage, which is not bad. This Void Cradle next to TP is a Wungus. There is a gun in a multi-shop, but there's also kind of a vase right in the same multi-shop, so I don't think... Unless someone misclicks and then finds a boss. I don't think anyone's getting that boss up. And Needle Tick as well, which is a nice boost on Commando's damage here, actually. Especially considering they only had one dagger. So Tyler is the first one out to the moon. Cabbage is actually going back for more loot here. Actually, Tyler never even found the initial bleed, and neither did Ruddy on stage 3. That's kind of a shock. Oh, Ruddy's actually taking a lot of damage here. Only 11% through the teleporter, and that's a +5, unfortunately. Yeah, those Scorchworms are kind of... To say they're annoying is an understatement sometimes. Especially the Blazing ones are really tough. That's not looking good for blue team here. That being said, Tyler is already in the Mythics fight, so maybe Tyler can save some time for the team by just getting here that much earlier. That being said, Ruddy might just die again. Very low right now, and didn't get the... Wungus Void Cradle right next to TP beforehand either, so I don't know what their healing is. Leeching Seed, not ideal.
Goji's build is worrying me a little bit. I'm looking at the items they have, just even compared to Cabbage's, and I feel like it's a little bit lacking.
Oh, and that's another +5 for Ruddy, unfortunately. Now that's going to be hard to make up from. But like you said, Goji's not doing the best here either. The main thing that really sticks out to me on Goji's strain is just no shurikens.
The thing that sticks out to me is they're in a teleporter event, and they are nowhere near the teleporter right now.
Yeah. And Cabbage is going up to the fight right now as well. Tyler halfway through the phase 1 of Mythics fight. We'll see if Cabbage can kind of catch up. Cabbage did get a few extra items. Has a extra Needle Tick. Has AP rounds, which Tyler does not have. So Cabbage has a lot more damage than Tyler right now, actually. We'll see how much faster he is, though. Oh, Ruddy might actually die again. Please don't do it. This is a tough situation for Ruddy right now. Cabbage just got here, but pretty much already halfway down the health bar for Mythics Phase 1.
See, normally, if you're Ruddy in this position, and it's a single-player race, the spiral of +5s, after a certain point, don't really matter, because you just assume you're going to get last, right? But when you have a teammate, and that's counting against them as well, it's a pretty tough thing to have to balance there.
Yeah, we've added guilt to the races. It's pretty great. Ooh, Cabbage did lose an elixir here. Cabbage already at half health because of Curse, just in phase 1 of the fight. This is not looking like it's going super well for him at the moment. With one more big hit, he's out.
Usually that much Curse equals a death in phase 3.
It doesn't mean he is going to die, but there's risk here. Fortunately, Goji was able to make it through the teleporter without taking a +5. It did take them a while to get through, but no +5 means a lot here.
And it's those swipes like that Cabbage was taking in phase 1. It's important to recognize them, because oftentimes when you die, you'll just recognize the final hit that killed you and be like, oh, that's what killed me. But in this case, he only has half of his health bar because of all the damage he's already taken. So every hit he takes matters here to a certain extent.
Especially without, you know, Opal or Safer Spaces or anything like that to kind of help out. It's just, you're going to take that damage. You're going to die.
Yeah. This is a scary
and there he is.
Oh, and there it is.
Yeah.
Very scary fight for Commando without like Feather, Safer Spaces, Opal, Warped Echo. I like having at least one of those.
Looks like Reddy did find the AP round printer, which is really nice. I wasn't actually expecting Cabbage to die here. I was looking at Goji during that last teleporter event. I was like, ooh, this might be a +5 here, but Goji's kind of holding on strong.
Yeah, finding an extra dagger as well, having 3 needle tick.
Oh, that's really good. And Cabbage losing a lot of his damage for the fight as well. That is one thing that Tyler now has over Cabbage here. Tyler still has watches. Tyler's doing great right now, by the way. Oof, I say that took a swing, but...
Yeah, speaking of watches, Goji, I feel like, is pretty watch dependent right now.
Yeah.
So I really do not want to see them break it.
Just hoping Tyler, now with a little bit of curse, can hold on here for the rest of phase 3. Ooh, kind of in a weird spot with Pizza. Just gotta get a little bit closer. There we go. These golems are posing a bit of an issue. It looks like Tyler's trying to keep the golems on the other side of the pillars, try to run away from them a little bit.
Pretty well.
Yeah, good spacing. Just keep running away from that that golem. Yeah, just like he's doing right now. Cabbage in the middle of Pizza right now as well. Actually, still able to have a lot of damage here. All right, Reddy and Goji starting right now as well.
We'll focus on those ads. This is going to be a somewhat long fight. Those are some broken watches on Goji.
Yeah.
At the beginning of phase 1, that really sucks. I was hoping they could get a little bit more value out of them.
And Tyler is pretty low here as well, down to half curse in the Mythics fight. The ads are kind of becoming a little bit overwhelming right now. That being said, Cabbage in phase 4, pretty good.
It's really important to focus on ads when you have a fight this long. Because once they start building up like this, it is scary as fuck.
Ooh, man.
All these orbs on Tyler's screen.
All Tyler has to do is just finish off the phase right now, though. So they don't really want to... There it is. There's a +5 for Tyler, unfortunately. Just couldn't hold on long enough. It was definitely the fear they had in that phase, or in the last part of that phase, that kind of gave him a death. They kept wanting to back up and back up more and more and more, and that just means Mithrix is just going to keep pushing forward. He really matches the pace, so if Tyler had just had enough room, had enough space to push forward in that last engagement just a little bit more, it would have been okay. That is 3 +5s for blue team though, and Cabbage is done with only 1. It looks pretty good for Goji right now so far.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know. I think phase 3 could be pretty rough for Goji.
Oh, I think so too, but at least they don't have a +5 going into it.
The good news is this is the first loadout, so team that loses will have another chance.
Is anyone going to get out of this loadout without broken watches? No, actually. Everyone had broken.
No, but Tyler broke them really late and was able to use them for the most part.
Oh man, Tyler taking some needles here. It looks like it's going to be okay though. Just finish off phase 4. There you go. Couldn't quite make it all the way without dying, but this might be a loadout in which everyone dies. Goji's gonna... Oh, yeah. Goji died. Sorry.
Caster curse. It's real. I honestly don't know how this turns out.
I don't know.
Like, red team is ahead, but I can see that changing easily.
Very easily. The thing is, the lack of shurikens are gonna be a problem on phase 3. I feel like a lot of people are learning this thing is such a crazy item. Already, we can even see Ruddy struggle with phase 3 ads right now, and Ruddy has a lot more damage, I think. So yeah, we'll see what happens when Goji gets there. It's really tough to even get past stage or phase 2 right now, though.
Goji just needs to make sure they focus on those ads, play it safe.
Goji's doing exactly what I don't want anyone to do in this case. They're backing up when Mithrix is running at them. You kind of need to roll into Mithrix. Is kind of the way to stop it. The more you back up, the more Mithrix is just going to dash and swipe into you. So got to be really careful. All right, Ruddy finished with phase 3, going on to phase 4 right now. Ruddy's only issues were just that teleporter, so getting through Mithrix pretty clean. Looks like they're doing the same thing as Tyler was, which I really like, is just using the vase to disengage from the ads. The more you do that, the better off you'll be. You just don't have to really focus down the golems.
Yeah. I would like to see the orbs get taken care of, though.
Yeah,
Golems you can kind of ignore, but orbs can be pretty scary.
not in a good spot. Yeah, we're taking swipes here. This might be another death for Goji coming up soon. He's not going to die to fall damage, but...
Drone, it'd be worth rebuying
Ooh,
here.
and that's a second
that is a
plus 5 there. Alright, I think if Goji takes another one, it looks like blue team's gonna win. Alright, so times are flooding in. Let's see if Goji can even get a time here that puts them forward.
And charging ship takes a minute, so about a minute to finish this off, I think.
Yeah, I don't really think they're gonna have a chance. Regardless, this is the first loadout for this for these players today, so I'm gonna let Goji play it out. But it looks like, yeah, and that, if it wasn't already, which, you know, it was, looks like blue...
Oh,
Jesus. Looks like blue team is going on to the winner's bracket.
Yeah.
Goji's just getting tossed around at this point. This is tough. Alright, looks like Goji is done though.
+5 too.
That is true. That is true. Okay, we can bring in Reddy and Tyler actually. Hey guys. Sorry for the wait. You guys are moving on to winner's bracket. Congratulations.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, we're almost all the way to bracket B. Like I just said, we're gonna have Big D and Diklowski versus Sneck and Confused, which is gonna be a very fun one to watch actually. How'd you guys feel about the teamwork on this one?
It was pretty good, I guess.
Yep.
Hell
Tyler
yeah.
went ahead and just called out everything for me. It was very nice.
I'll bring in Goji and Cabbage.
Yeah,
Hey guys, it looks like you two are unfortunately going to losers bracket. Reddy and Tyler just got you guys.
Oh man.
Oh, they got us.
Yeah.
+5 though.
Yeah.
Been got.
You guys are gonna play Acrid next, which is gonna be loadout number 4. So we'll see you
Wow.
guys in a while.
All right, see you in an hour, man.
It's interesting.
need-
If this was the
Mm-hmm.
traditional point system, you guys would have tied.
Bummer.
I'm
Fascinating.
happy I suggested this.
Oh, you don't like a tie? You don't like a good tie?
No.
Do a tiebreaker after every loadout.
So Reddy and Tyler, we're gonna be in loadout 3, and the other two are gonna be in loadout 4. So good luck. Bracket B,
go.
we're going to False Sun. We
Okay,
have
so-
Sneck and Confused. Hold on, and then we have Diklowski and Big D. So these are our players today. Go on now.
Has the new skip been shown off yet with this survivor?
Not on stream. I don't think so. Not on the races. Yeah, there's it's very similar to the last False Sun skip that we have seen in the past, but a little bit modified. Our skip pillars itemless with False Sun on either dash, no matter which abilities you have, can be done, which is really interesting. It just takes a little bit of time though. There's like a you kind of have to sit still somewhere for a few seconds to do it. That's kind of the
Yeah.
only downside, but it is
Hopefully
quick.
we'll see it come up here. The other dash is a little bit more complicated to do it on, but
There's a possibility that with Meridian's Will that you actually get soft locked trying to do this pillar skip if you do it wrong. So
that's fun.
yeah,
What do we do if that happens?
that's an excellent question. Luckily they don't have that right now. So okay, we already have a chronic expansion from the Halcyon Shrine stage 1. Looks like for red
There was a
team
watch
here.
printer.
Oh,
as
didn't even
well.
notice. Would you get rid of your chronic expansion for a watch? I feel like chronic's really
Probably
good.
not. Chronic is like worth a watch and a half, phase 3, and there's no risk of breaking it.
Looks like
The
everyone's
Survivor.
gonna take this DML as well. What about Survivor?
It just tends to go pretty fast.
Oh yeah. All of the SOT
like
survivors are just so good, right? Like,
Yeah.
dude, I was talking to Confused earlier, and we are like, yeah, I think False Sun is the best full loot survivor in the game. Like, if you get every item on a stage and then go to Mithrix, this character just rips, man. Like, it's so good. And there's a stake up top, and wow, I saw Sneck just get a stake anyway. I'm surprised they turned down that initial
Okay.
stake though.
I've done that a couple times on Full Sun just because it's muscle memory, ignoring the stake, but never punished.
I
You do
guess
see
so.
some watch printing here from Diklowski.
How many do you think they're gonna print? Just one. It looked like Big D's printing one as well. Big D doesn't have that many items. I'm kind of worried. There are more items on the stage, and I hope that it looks like Sneck and Confused definitely have more at this point, and they have the stake, which I really like here.
See Sneck going through the Void Seed on stage 2, just grabbing all the pods.
Yeah, Stocks is good money. Already has 200, and there is a energy drink printer on stage 2 again. Look at that. What a nice
They're
nice thing to
the
come into.
rights are so
And
good, though.
a Paul's Goat of. Look at that. Both
Cranshin,
printers.
Goat Hoof.
I know. They have
Focus
steak as
crystal.
well. Like,
Pennies, steak. Those are all really good.
don't really want to give them up. I mean, honestly, steak is worth, like, how much speed here for False Sun? A good amount. You don't even really need to print speed if you have a lot of steak. I wonder if anyone's going to go
He's
for
already
pot
doing
rolling
TP.
here. We do have a God Pot set up in the middle of the map there, so getting bans wouldn't be too bad. I kind of wonder if they would view it as too slow because of how fast this
Might be.
character is. Looks like blue team has already taken out the Void Seed. Looks like they're going for it really quick. Is there anything actually in here? There's one Void Cradle. Let's see what this Void Cradle is. It is a Wungus. Interesting. So there's also a vase on stage 3. You basically spawn in on it. Wow. I really hope that blue team finds that. If they don't, that's going to be really hard to compete against, to be honest. It's going to be tough.
A little sad though. I wanted to see the new skip.
Oh, that's
So
true.
I kind of hope somebody doesn't find it.
What the hell? We can see that Snek has actually taken out this construct really well, trying to focus on staying on top of it as much as they can. That way it flies downward into the platform, because otherwise, if you keep staying under it, it'll try to move away from you. If you're above it, it'll move down, which means it won't be up in the, the leaves of the map hiding. Looks like blue team is still on stage 2. Kind of like that that red team is kind of going as fast as they are. They do have that extra stake, which is really nice. So maybe they're just feeling more confident because of those little things like that. Everyone does have an opal too, which is kind of nice. A lot more healing on blue team. I really hope that blue team finds this vase. It's right around the corner. They don't have equipment yet, so I assume they are going to open these barrels. Disputed, your wish may come true. You may have to see a false sun skip here.
Base is so good.
That shrine
Base has always
just-
been good. But
Yeah,
especially
base
with
is
the removal
insane.
of KCC.
Another Wungus. The third Wungus has hit the run. Insane. Can we go for 4? Void Scent. Interesting. It looks like they're kind of splitting up their duties here. It looks like Deklowski's going and looting the Void Seed before Big D's even done with teleporters, so Big D can decide how they best want to do things on the stage, which is kind of interesting. I like that. Wow, that teleporter on stage 4 is in a really horrible location. We might see a death here if someone's not super careful. Looks like blue team did find the vase, by the way. We saw really
It is
good
a-
moves from Deklowski, standing on top of the construct, trying to push it down as
Oh,
it kind of
nice.
dashes away. Void Scent really helping now too. Really well done.
But it did have to go out of the TP a little bit for that. So like even though they did it really quick, is that better than just taking a long time with it and staying in the TP?
Potentially. I see a lot of times where it just takes too long, it does too much damage, it's like a pain to deal with, and they end up losing more time trying to go and track it down anyway. But you are right. There's probably a better way to kind of lead it and push it back into the TP a little bit more when you do it. I don't think it was perfect. Vase going all around. Looks like Big D did decide that these voids were worth coming to get based on what Deklowski had said, so they're going back for it. And it looks like, though, that red team is kind of pulling a stage ahead right now, though. They are pretty synced up here, and they're going really fast. Blue team just getting to stage 4. They have to go find the TP tucked away in the corner. Another Wungus. Wow, a lot of healing for this this fall sun run, honestly. Red team is just starting up stage 5 TP right now, so they are really just a full stage ahead of at least Deklowski right now. Kind of scary. Everything changes though in the Mythics fight. Oh, or right now. Oh my god. Snek just took like half of an Elder Shotgun, a full Child Orb, and is still kicking. Almost took another one. One more and they would have died, I think. Taking a lot of damage. Oh, and they're proccing Transmitter right now as well. Gotta be a little bit careful. We could see a +5 here in Stage 5 Teleporter. Stage 5
Luckily, they
TP
didn't.
catching people today.
Go into that watch printer at all.
Yeah, that's true. They still would have kept him so far, but Transmitter kind of saves. It might get low enough to break him here, though. And I think...
Next scares me because they have the shadows turned off. So it's
Yeah.
hard to tell where the Grandparent Sun actually goes.
Always play with shadows on for Vagrants and Grandparents. It just makes it so much easier. You can see exactly where to stand.
There is a little bit of a trade-off though. You have some increased visibility when you turn it off. Easier to see loot. But
Yeah.
in like situations like this, not the best.
There have been like plenty of situations where I think it's ended up killing someone when they were confused on where to stand or not. I've seen that before over the last couple of years, so looks like red team is just going to loot up a little bit more on the stage before they decide to leave. Snack is using the vase just to run around. They're both opening the same large chest. I think I would have waited for my teammate to tell me what was in it before I decided to loot it. Small little things like that might actually help out, because otherwise, you know, you're just kind of wasting money and wasting time a little bit.
Double equipments from that shrine. Kind of sad. They already have probably
The
the best
best one.
equipment they can hope for.
Yeah, looks like they're doing a lot of looting here. Actually, I would have imagined that they'd leave pretty much just after TP, but there is a crit printer actually,
Yeah.
which is kind of interesting. They don't really want to spend time scrapping though, so it looks like they're just leaving.
A lot of damage multiplication.
Mhm.
Got the Cranchin. Some people have watches, APRs, and then you can get that death mark procking. A lot of damage.
And here we go. Red team both on the moon at the same time. They are very synced up right now, actually. It looks like Big D's on the moon as well. We're just waiting on Deklowski to finish up the teleporter. They're at 50-60% right now. So
Wow,
they're a
that's
little
kinda
bit
crazy.
behind, but
Because
yeah.
a stage ago, red team was like fully a stage ahead.
Mhm.
But Big D at least has fully caught up.
Red team we saw spend a lot of time looting on stage 5 after the teleporter, and they didn't actually get anything. And Big D took this chance of like, I'm not gonna get anything, I'm gonna just go. And it was the right choice because, you know, there really wasn't much to get here, at least from not what we saw anyway. Just hoping that Deklowski can get through the stage 5 TP and get out here and on the moon
Yeah.
soon. Ooh, they are taking a little
If
bit of
no
damage
one
though.
plus fives, this
This is
is
really close.
rough for blue team.
Someone does +5 on red team though. It really opens up the door for blue. We'll see. It looks like the Deklowski's having a little bit of a harder time at the very tail end of this teleporter. It looks like they do finish it off. I don't know if they're going to decide to loot a little bit or what, but looks like they're looking for something before they go. Oh, no, never mind. They are leaving. Okay, so they're not going to be too far behind here. Maybe a minute or so. Already we see Snack halfway done through phase 1 of
Yeah.
Mythrix. Deklowski starting the fight. It looks like Confuse is still in phase 1 of the fight, so they're not too far behind. They can just kind of push here, get some good damage in. They can catch up pretty easily, I imagine. Unfortunately, there's just no really big ticket items this run. I think the biggest ticket item we have is like what, Infusion and Stake, weirdly enough. But I mean, the watches maybe on a blue team here, but
Big D pushing ahead here, entering phase 3.
oh wow, they are ahead. This might be the kind of lead that blue team needs, right? Big D just
And-
like stealing first a little bit here, saving some time, and then red team just slowing down a little bit on phases 2 and 3, and I don't know, it could be it.
I think those watches from stage 1 are making a pretty big difference here as well.
Yeah, I agree. Halfway through phase 3 already for Big D. Getting a little turned around there as well. Oh my god, Big D
Oh, the BG.
getting blocked by BG right there during pizza, trying to cross the line and just actually getting blocked by their ally. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. I feel so bad. And that's minus
watches
3
there.
watches. Yeah, for Big D.
Yeah.
They kind of needed those right now.
Luckily,
That's got to
they
be
are almost
very
done.
annoying. I'm just kind of worried
That
that
happened
yeah,
earlier, but
kind of worried
still.
at the end of the fight they'll be like, dude, that's so annoying, and then kind of lose focus here. Looks like they're still handling it pretty well though.
Should still
Confused is taking
first.
a lot of damage on phase 2 here, losing the transmitter and been on this phase for a little while. Deklowski actually catching up, only a half phase behind. Big D in phase 4. Oh, they're pushing now. They're getting in there. They're dealing damage to the golems. Not staying on the ramp anymore. Just trying to break through. Snack almost done.
It's
25% left of the fight.
And Deklowski is catching up.
Yeah.
Midway through phase 2.
I don't know who's going to win, actually. I have no idea. Really good job to Big D for pushing that so fast at the end, though. And Snack entering phase 4 right now. Tried to get a phase 4 skip with an M1 slash, but didn't really quite get there in time. Almost halfway through phase 3 now, though, and Deklowski's not done with phase 2. They are getting close. Phase 2 is almost done here. But that being said, Confuse is pushing really fast through phase 3.
It's true, but Deklowski's teammate is ahead. So, like, it might even out here.
It might. It's close. I have no idea. Do the full calculations once everyone's done, just to see where everyone is at. Unless, of course, we see a +5 here at the end. That would be kind of the nail in the coffin. Oh, that was a risky dash from Confused, actually.
Really quick phase.
The really good thing
Seemed like
about
phase
False
2
Sun,
was the
yeah,
hard one there.
you can hit Mythrix twice with the M2 when he's doing pizza, especially. It's just really easy just to keep blasting him. So, as long as you're hitting that
You aim at the
perfect angle.
ground.
Yep. Hopefully we don't see a Beetle Guard death here, actually, in phase 4. That could be unfortunate.
Be tragic.
Yeah.
Any +5 right now loses it for whichever team.
Confuse is taking some damage in phase 4, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. And Confuse is done. It all comes down to Klowski right now as well. Oh my god. If they can finish it off really quick and get to the ship in time, Big D's carry might be enough. It is close.
Get a skip.
If they get a phase 4 skip, that would be insane. They may.
That'd probably win it for them. They did.
Does not look like they are, though. All right, let's see how fast their phase 4 is. BG actually able to do a little bit of damage to Mithrix there, which is accelerating this so much faster. His BG actually gets hit away, though. Regardless, though, he has a lot of his items back. Okay.
We're done. BG actually got the kill there.
Yeah, we're gonna need to see the times when they go to the ship. This is... it's crazy. Oh, wow.
I hate to send one of these teams to losers.
I know, dude, that's crazy. It looks like, to me, blue team might take it. Big D's kind of lead carry there might be enough to push them just over the other team.
About a minute and 20 seconds ahead of Snack.
Whatever it is,
It's gonna
it's
be like-
close, dude. It's close. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You guys can even see how really close this was, to be honest.
I think that is going to be it for blue team. Red team's final time was 49 minutes, 15 seconds.
What did blue team get? 48, 43 or something? That is crazy. Let's bring everyone in and we'll let them know. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
That was really, really close, guys. No one died, and we actually had to sit down and make sure we had the math right at the end. But Big D and Klowski, you guys won by 30 seconds combined.
Let's go.
Wow.
Big D, it was
Oh my
you
God.
pushing so fast at the last stage and everything. Holy shit. That was insane, dude. Very, all of you guys, really well done. That was very
Sorry
cool
for
to watch.
throwing my fight, I guess. My bad.
Are gonna
It
get
was-
No,
paid
dude,
for this.
BG almost sabotaged the entire
I saw
run.
that. That was
I was trying to
crazy.
dodge pizza, and I was strafing left, and he was just standing there, and I'm like, bro.
Yeah, that was.
Wow.
So that was a close call.
I wish you could both be in winners.
Yeah, I mean, all of you guys deserve it. But as we do these things, that's how it goes.
Look at the contrast from Loadout 1.
I know, deaths everywhere, and then you guys played pretty much perfect. Ooh. Looks like playing next on Bandit is gonna be obviously you two, Klowski and Big D, and then you guys are gonna go against Ruddy and Tyler actually. So get ready for that one. Second Confused, you're gonna be in Loadout 4, which is the one after this one. So you guys can go do other things for a bit. Just make sure you're ready for the fourth loadout. What an amazing day already. Insane. Hello, Goj. You with me today?
I got promoted, man.
Oh, that's sick.
And that was quite a loadout.
Yeah, you're
Almost
telling
in the
me.
back end where we all thought that I think it was red team what confused and Snack. We thought they had it the whole time, and Big D just clutched up. That was really sick to see. And big props to Klowski as well for just holding strong, finishing off the run well. Really good stuff.
Well, this is the first winners bracket here. Ruddy and Tyler, they won the first loadout, and Klowski and Big D, they won the last one. So you can tell them we're ready to go, and we can start it up. This is close all the way through today. This is exciting. And seeing how impactful, the decisions are with your teammate when this much is on the line. Oof. As a reminder, whoever wins this, we're going to see them skip over the next loadout. They're looking at finals. Whoever loses this, we're gonna have to see them go and fight the winners of losers bracket. So
Yeah, hopefully
No
I'll
one-
be seeing them there in a little bit. We'll see what unfolds.
yeah, who do you want to go against?
I think I want the rematch against Ruddy and
Oh,
Tyler,
really?
but that's thinking a little bit too far ahead. So we'll see.
If anyone loses this, they are not going to be kicked out or anything. But next loadout we do, we're gonna see team
First
get
elimination,
chopped.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you're Big D and Klowski, I think they have a little bit tiny advantage here of just being extremely warmed up. They're just fresh off the press. They just got done with a crazy loadout. Adrenaline is still pumping. They're in the zone right now, dude.
And it's just like a confidence boost beating Snack and Confused. Like everybody
Oh, yeah.
says those two are like the DLC players. Like they're so good at Full Sun, they're so good at Seeker. So being able to beat them at their best loadouts, I mean, you gotta feel great about the rest of the day now.
But,
we're seeing a vase picked up by Klowski right now.
Vases all
Kinda
day
in the
today.
back of the map.
We have not missed a vase yet on any of the 3 loadouts we've seen so far. Insane.
Yeah, and this could be really polarizing. If red team can't find that, it's kind of at a tricky spot. I mean, that's a huge difference for the whole run.
I hate when people miss vases. It's one of my least favorite, like, just outcomes of a race. It's like they could play so well, and yet, you know, you missed the thing that saves you 5 minutes. It's like, oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, and I mean, with no KCC now, it's even more punishing. You know, you can't headset skip, can't spaces skip. Really got to rely on that vase, that egg, those wings.
Yeah, just something. I mean, pillars aren't so bad, but it does waste a lot of time. Compared to a vase, it's a lot. Oh, but Tyler does find it, it looks like. Way over here.
Oh,
now
awesome.
we have everyone have it. Perfect. That is something to worry about, though. Like, someone does end up getting it and one team doesn't have it. I mean, especially in a loadout like this, right? If your times are added up, let's say me and Goji are on a team, and neither of us get vase, and we each, you know, have a couple extra minutes on our run, that's doubled in time that we have to compare to the other team. That's tough.
How do you think the times doubling affects the play style? I mean, do you think that teams are thinking about that versus the normal scoring system?
I
more
would
conservatively, more aggressively.
I would have to think it's in the back of their mind. I don't know how they're adjusting to it. I think we saw last loadout that I mean, whether or not they were thinking about it, Big D was really pushing, and they were like, "Oh, Duklowski, like, you know, you're on stage 5, for instance. I'm gonna try to win right now," and
Yeah,
that won it for him. If Big D did not do that, you know, they wouldn't be here in this loadout. So you gotta help out your teammate a little bit, you know, try to tell him,
no, I
scout
totally
for
get
him.
what you mean, because I think in the normal team races, if you're having a bad run, you say, okay, I'm pushing it to the side, I'm getting 4th. But if you're having a bad run, it doesn't end. Like, you have to finish out your run no matter how you're playing.
And that is a +5 for Big D. Trying to kill that Vagrant, and it just could not get the backstab on it when they needed to. And that's really tough because Big D, I mean, last round was the carry. I mean, not to say that Duklowski can't carry. I'm just saying, like, Big D was a moment ago on top of the world, and now they have a +5. It's a lot of time lost, so we'll see.
Yeah, and especially they were playing a little bit faster, and that lead just disappears with a +5. We look over at red team. They do have some extra items. We see Reddy has found that APR, that wrap, and a little bit of AoE with that Will-O-Wisp. Tyler, on the other hand, did find a safer spaces. I didn't see where he found that.
It's right next to the teleporter, right in the lower newt there in the water. And so that's a sneaky spot. And I don't think, I don't know if blue team's going to find it. Maybe if Big D goes back over the wall here and looks down at the right angle, they'll see it. But
yeah, I was going to say they might just
Duklowski finds it at the last second. Not able to actually open it for themselves, but Big D knows it's there and might open it before they leave.
Yeah, that's big. And that's what you love to see about the team play is you miss that, but your teammate gets it right at the end.
Yeah. Like, you scouting, even those moments where you're like, oh, I missed it. Like, you can still have something positive come out of it instead of just you sulking, you know, about it. Big D did pick up the saver spaces, so they're happy about that one. Reddy, I'm sure we'll get it after TP here. They don't forget. There is a Shrine of Shaping on stage 3. It looked like Duklowski kind of skipped over and then went back for it. And also got a feather right next to the Shrine of Shaping. It's in a chest right on the rim above it. So
yeah, that's huge.
It's really, really nice. Especially for Duklowski, who did not get the saver spaces. There are some really good boss items here. And a shuriken printer and a watch printer. Wow.
Watch printer, yeah.
We have a lot of stuff here. Duklowski actually risking the feather there too, and the whip. 2 items that are, and the fuel cell, especially with a vase in hand. That was a risky print, I think, but worked out really well for them.
I rolled it though.
Oh my god, Big D does a double high roll. Well, yeah, it doesn't lose the whip, but really good.
Well, I was gonna say that's a great spot for some team play there, where they can communicate the printer seating to let them know that the first print's safe.
Always good to have one person do that. Shipping request for to TP has another watch in it. There's a lot of room for plays on this one. Looks like Little Disciple here, and Tyler does not have the gun, but Big D does. Big D and Duklowski are actually taking the gunplay here. I like that.
Yeah.
Tyler is communicating to Reddy probably right now, like, hey, there is a Grove Tender and there is a gun on the stage if you're really interested in that. But I was surprised. I'm surprised. I thought blue team was going to leave the gun behind, but
it is a pretty solid Little D as well. I mean,
2 Little Disciples.
Red Whip. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool situation.
Yeah, and that's a pretty good stacking buff as well. Just
so it looks like
damage on it.
It's nice that Tyler's not missing out here totally, actually. Kind of worried that they wouldn't be able to get it, but you're right. I mean, it's a linear stacking damage item, right? It's very powerful 1.0 proc coefficient. This is a really good item drop to get on TP with the gun.
Yeah, the only drawback to that stack is that it does start to proc bans on the second stack. So if you have a build where you have a stronger ban proc, it can be hard to get the right proc when you're just running around and procking bans for 600%, which isn't horrible, but it's not the highest ban proc.
Ruddy does get the gun before TP as per Tyler's instructions. Good team play there. I'm actually surprised Ruddy is a little bit as behind as he is. Everyone else is just kind of pushing so fast, though. It doesn't matter that much. Big D still has a +5 here on blue team, but their paces as they go.
I don't hate where red team's at, though. They have the ability to speed up now. I think it's an interesting team with Ruddy and Tyler because they're just like team consistency. They play at a pretty measured pace. They don't push it too fast, but they rarely +5 as racers. So with where they're at, they should be able to push it a little bit more on the stage 4 and 5. I think it will play to their advantage.
I definitely hope so. Siren's Call coming up next, so I really hope they buckle down and get to avoid those deaths. They do both have saver spaces on red team, so they both do have AoE. I mean, I guess everyone has a little disciple. Oh, already too. Oh, that is -3 watches, and that's a lot of damage.
Tyler kind of put all of his eggs in 2 baskets, and that's watches and shurikens, and he just lost one of those. So really all he's got now is those 4 shurikens and the little disciple. Without speed, it's just going to be really hard, especially without that feather as well. A little bit worried for Tyler here.
I can only imagine what Ruddy is thinking right now. Tyler's probably like, I just broke watches, and Ruddy's just like holding his breath, like, please don't say you're gonna +5 here. Oh, but there it is. Now we have a +5 on each team. And suddenly, Ruddy being on stage 3 is a little bit more of a problem than it was before. Losing a little bit of time here next to blue team. But we'll see. Like you said, Ruddy can start to push it, but we've also seen Big D really push it in last loadout. So how much faster can Ruddy push?
Yeah, and don't sleep on Niklowski here either. I mean, he was in last place that last loadout, but he did his job, and right now he's looking pretty good. No +5s.
There were no losers in last loadout, to be honest, in my opinion. Like, everyone did really well. Like,
yeah, I mean, getting 4th with a 26 and a 26 flat at that, it's no easy task. So the level of play has gotten very high recently. My question here is, what does Tyler do? Because you don't have speed, you lost a lot of your damage. Are you going to loot on the stage? Are you going to really slow down here?
I don't know. I feel like you have to at some point, right? You got to get something. Oh, that's one thing that red team is really missing, the feather on stage 3, right next to the Shrine of Shaping. And without that, it's really brutal. Like, going into Mythics, I mean, they definitely have face. They definitely have Bandit Shift, but a feather's a feather.
Yeah, and we have stage 5. We got Helmeth Hatchery. There's a Void Seed right next to this teleporter. I'm interested to see if Big D tries to maybe pull this boss into the Void Seed, or...
Oh, they're not even going to bother.
Looks like his damage is just
pushing. This is exactly what I thought I was going to see from Big D, though. Just like after stage 4, boom, right next to stage 5, boom, TP, just going. I don't even know how much they're going to loot this stage. They might look at their build and be like, I have everything. It's time to go. I can beat Mythics. I have the vase. Maybe get a Rose Buckler as well on stage 5. I wonder if blue team here is going to take time to even take out this Void Seed. Surely they can clear it before the end, right? And it'd be really fast to get the Void Cradles with the saver spaces.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's great when you can just clear the Void Seed while you're in teleporter.
Yeah.
They should be able to do that here, but it doesn't look like Big D's really focused on that. So
just focus more on staying up. There's one thing I noticed that Big doesn't have, healing. It has a healing drone, which is nice, but not really a lot of a personal healing.
Does have that safer spaces though, so he can hit a Void Cradle for free.
I'm just worried kind of about the Mythics fight. If there's any swipes that are taken, it could definitely make it a little bit scarier. Saver spaces though, still one of the best items ever.
Yeah,
even when it can't pillar skip on its own, you know, it's still really good.
I feel like we forget about just how crazy of an item it is. Like, there's kind of like pre-safer spaces and post-safer spaces Risk of Rain.
Oh, I agree. I think it fundamentally changed the experience of this game. That and Opal, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, just being able to take a big hit, like...
Yeah, ever.
Couldn't do that before.
No, if you took one large hit on a stage before those items were in the game, that was it. You could never do that again. Isn't that crazy? If you thought about that now, you'd be like, wow, that seems impossible. Like, that would mean this game is way harder, right? And I'd be like, yes. there's
Yeah,
a
you weren't
reason.
allowed to get slammed by Mithrix. You weren't allowed to get swiped by Mithrix a lot of the
No.
time.
Like,
But
and a lot of the time too, like a lot of pillar skips weren't as developed yet at that time. So a lot of people did pillars, and if you took any damage during pillars at all, you couldn't get hit by Mithrix once.
Yeah.
Is that crazy? That sounds crazy when you say it out loud. Big D on the moon though,
So-
just absolutely just left. Deklowski left too. They're both synced up now. They did not even bother with that Void Seed. Wow. I mean, they're happy
and
with what they have.
Deklowski, he's got that fuel cell as well, so he's gonna be able to zoom across. He's 2 charges with his face.
Mm-hmm.
They're both gonna get up there around the same time, and unfortunately, because Tyler broke his watches and has that +5, there's a pretty big gap here. I mean, it's
Yeah.
gonna be hard for blue team to catch up, red team, I should say, to catch up.
Deklowski and Big D are just like really, they're going so fast today, man.
Yeah.
Every time I see Big D play, it always feels like they're pushing way faster than most other racers would in the scenario that they're in. Like they're so much more comfortable with fewer items than many of the other racers, honestly. So
Their playstyle today reminds me a lot of Faku.
yeah,
They've taken their time at the beginning, not rushed it, made sure they've gotten the items they need. And the second they've had that, they've just
Go.
zoomed to the end.
yeah.
It's,
Well, red team isn't too far behind here. It looks like no one went for the Void Seed. No one was able to actually clear it during the teleporter, so they didn't want to waste time after clearing it, I guess.
I am a little bit worried about Deklowski right now. He doesn't have that spaces. He's taking a lot of damage in this phase 1.
Yeah, the only
Don't know if he has
player
any
that doesn't
healing.
have it. No, about to lose these
Yeah, I
watches too if he's not careful. Has
Yeah,
that
it's really important here
Oh.
that he just plays a clean phase 1, gets to the end without taking more damage.
only healing Deklowski has is that Leeching Seed, which Deklowski has no healing. Is what I'm telling
Yeah. Like, man, that is not healing in this survivor.
you. The worst part is they don't even have a healing drone. At least they do have a gunner drone and equipment drone for distraction on phase 2 here, which they are in. But oof, that's tough. This is the phase to worry about if you're Deklowski though, because if you get hit by anything, it's basically permanent damage for the rest of the fight. Like you can't really heal it. So they really want to make sure that they're gonna play this safe and they don't take any stray hits from any of the ads.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to their comfy little couch up on top of this pillar, on top of this ramp, and just taking their time. It's
Good.
definitely the safest way to play this section, and I think at their HP it makes a lot of sense to play it like this. But all things
Send it to
considered, this has
middle.
gotten pretty close, depending on how long Deklowski takes up on this ramp.
Yeah,
The team actually could catch up here.
the lack of healing is actually slowing down Deklowski.
Yeah,
We'll see. It really,
you
sometimes
just
it's
have to be
just
so
that
scared of-
simple, you know? Like, it could be such a small reason that you are slower than someone else. And you may not even realize it till it's like completely over.
I think it's something it's really easy to miss, kind of from a viewer's perspective, just how many things can make you uncomfortable during the fight.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's having like a little bit less speed, whether it's not having the defensive items, not having healing, there's a lot more than damage that goes into this fight. And if you have the damage, sometimes you can play really aggressively, but if you're missing one of those other pieces, you get a little bit hesitant to play aggressive, because you know one mistake can be a lot more costly than it would be otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, they're like, okay, usually they full loot, get, you know, the 5 speed items, whichever make them comfortable, and then like, okay, now I could fight Mythics this time. You know, I don't want to loop or anything to get that extra speed or whatever. These guys have to just be comfortable with whatever they have. Oh, and a nice pillar skip, or a phase 4 skip for Big D there.
I'm a little worried about Tyler here. Doesn't have a lot of damage and has to play aggressively if they want to come out on top here.
I mean, with Big D already done, Ruddy is about to finish right now, trying to go for a phase 4 skip. Let's see if they can do it.
Love this phase 4 skip with the M2.
Oh, did not get it.
Just misses it.
Yeah, it's so precise. Okay,
All
well,
right, well, I think if Deklowski can finish this up cleanly, they might be able to get through here.
I think so
Just
too.
needs maybe one more round of pizza. And I mean, this is really exciting for this team. I don't think people expected them to play as well as they've played today.
They're killing it, man.
Dodge these last few pizza.
And just try to get the skip.
Setting up the phase 4 skip.
They're a little bit
just
far away
hold it
for that
off.
one. Just don't die in phase 4. That's all I'm asking.
Should be good.
Okay.
Don't use that equipment drone either. Gotta keep that base.
Well, with both Deklowski and Big D finishing first, no need to do math. They're the ones going on to the next winners bracket. So good for them. Really good job
They're
from
finishing
everyone.
first, but it is looking like blue team's moving on, and what a showing they've had today. Really crushing it.
I'm gonna let Tyler finish off this fight here, though. Then we'll bring in the teams. Everyone is just doing so well today.
They're crushing. Oh, and getting the phase 4 skip for Tyler with the
Oh,
M2.
really nice.
Really nice job.
Let me...
That's tough for Tyler. I mean, just
Mhm.
breaking those watches on stage 4 and having that +5. I mean, that changed everything around. Had they kept it clean at the end there, they might be in a position to move forward.
Okay, let's bring in Big D and Klowski on that one. Our winners again. You guys killed it, man. You guys are
Oh
doing...
my god. Oh.
You guys are doing great. We were a little worried about that +5 early on, Big D, but
Dude, that was a phenomenal choke. That was crazy.
Tyler also died, so there was a +5 on each side, so it equaled out, and then both of you guys just finished faster, so really good job. The next loadout we're going to see right now is going to be Cabbage, Goji, Confused, and Snek. Hey, you're playing Goji. Look at that.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you feel ready?
Oh,
or
man.
No, I don't think so.
Man, you saw my first run. I'm not in the best shape
It's
as
a
a racer right
man
now.
Don't put it too hard on yourself. Like,
You'll be
No,
fine.
I'm
You'll
gonna
be
put my
fine.
best foot forward and try not to
There
take
you
Cabbage's
go.
advice.
Yeah, let's bring in Reddy and Tyler here. Unfortunately, you guys got the slower combined time on that one, so you guys are going to Merc on Loadout 5. Fortunately, you guys aren't out of the tourney yet. You guys, have a chance to bring it back. You get to fight whoever the winner is of the next loadout, whether that be Cabbage and Goji or Confused and Snek. So should be interesting. Snek, Confused, Goji, and Cabbage. I don't really think any of these guys have played bad today, especially Snek and Confused. I don't want to say they got robbed because Big D and Klowski did do better, but I wish there was a world in which all 4 of them could go forward, but that's just not how it is.
Have a losers bracket.
Yeah, something like that. Well, this is Acrid. We have Poison this time. I think this is the preferred loadout for everybody. We have the faster...
I think some people like Bite.
Oh, really?
But, yeah.
Okay, I think that's fair. I mean, it's a lot of damage, for sure. I think this
now-
spit's just nice for phase 2, I suppose, a little bit.
Another character that was pretty heavily affected by the removal of KCC used to have a guaranteed pillar skip every time with Acrid, and now, well, with this you do, but like it's a very hard itemless skip. Want to have like a couple speed items at the very least.
But once you do have a couple speed items, it's pretty easy just to kind of go up the tree. You
Yeah.
can kind of just zoom up, which is really nice. Oh, there's a clover. Okay. It's always on Acrid, isn't it? It's always, you always get like the proc
Yeah.
build on Acrid.
We'll see how
man.
relevant it ends up being.
I mean, unless they get like a crowdfunder or something that just procs for them, maybe. Otherwise, I don't know. It's not overly helpful. Otherwise, we'll see if Red Team also finds that or not. Looks like Cabbage is dealing with a few health issues at the top of Roost right now, going to get that healing drone.
Did get some early pennies though. Looks like blue team hasn't found those.
That is really impactful. Oh, that's good.
Some bleed as well, which is like, it does work with the clover, but it is not ideal.
I mean, I'm kind of worried that Goji doesn't really have any items here, is the other thing. We do have a Primordial Cube on blue team here with Snek and Confused, or at least on Confused.
It is okay because of those pennies. You can make up for the item drought a little bit later on.
Ooh.
Especially you got a Stone Titan next stage.
It's kind of
Shame
tough
they didn't find a wrap,
because,
though.
yeah, blue team has the wrap and red team has the pennies. So they're kind of missing the combined builds here a little bit. I'm noticing that no one's even trying to do team play with blue portals at all with the Bazaar, because everyone is just
Yeah,
going
that's
so
true.
fast today that there's no time. I don't think. A couple months ago, I would say in a situation like this, go check it out, But like, especially with last loadout, like you saw how fast Big D and Dukowski were moving. It's like, do you really want to take 20 to 30 seconds to go see? Maybe. But and it's combined time too. It's not like it's like, oh, I'll go. I'm having a slow run. I'll kind of scout for you. It's let's both lose 30 seconds when I decide to go there and check.
Yeah, there's a couple things that I think have affected it recently too. So one thing is headset used to be, it still is a really good red, but it was like a guaranteed pillar skip, like essentially a vase. Since the removal of KCC, it is not that anymore. Drone Man is also a bit rarer now that you have the Seekers Reds in the loot pool as well. And those usually are not worth buying.
They're really good, but it's not a Drone Man. So it's like, it's tough. We just saw Snek actually go in the blue port as we're talking about it, and there was a runic lens in there. So now Confused has this information. Confused knows there is a runic lens and they have clover. So
Yeah, they do have a clover.
if Confused gets a couple greens that aren't so good and they head in there, they'll be able to find it for themselves. So
Really good with cube too.
ooh, that'd be really good for Mithrix actually, just pulling them down into the runic lens and just pulling everything in on phase 3. We'll see if that can actually happen. I don't know.
If
There's
people
a
go for
band on
here, though.
red team as well. Cabbage just found that up top on stage 2. Confused did not activate the Shrine of Shaping on stage 3 here. So I hope they don't, like, I hope nothing happens. Snek has found it, so they have the buff. I'm just worried they might get spiked by this worm. Gotta be a little bit careful
Yeah.
about that. We actually see Cabbage going to get Prion, actually, which we didn't
Well, they
see
had the-
from blue team.
They had a different equipment. They had the ocular HUD.
But even
Significantly
still,
worse here.
I would have thought that blue
Oh.
team would have thought about it.
That's fine.
Yeah, Shrine of Shaping.
Would have been really nice with the pennies. Pennies plus Shrine of Shaping kind of goes off sometimes.
Lot of free money, honestly.
Throw yourself at the enemies.
Yeah. Looks like Goji is off on stage 3 finally. Looks like everyone's here. I think blue team is doing a good job of staying a little bit ahead though. But we might see Cabbage start to pick up the pace a little bit once they have a few more items and
Yeah.
feel more comfortable here. We've been talking about Faku strats a lot lately of just looting up early and then just blasting through the rest of the game. I feel like that's what Cabbage is doing right now as well. Just trying to get a build that works first. There's a
Yeah.
chronic expansion that Confuse is going for on the other side of the map. They did walk past the Prion. It looks like they really actually don't want it. There is a damage chest up top here. We'll see if this is kind of a sneaky good item. And it's just a Mocha, not too bad, but movement speed is something they kind of are desperate for right now. And there's also a hoof.
Yeah.
Snack just found in that chest. Oh, there's a
Going
watch
into the
printer
Crane
again.
Printer.
Why is there always a watch printer? And a
Crane
Mocha
printer
printer
on
right next to
stage.
it. Yeah, baby.
They're going into it. There's the Cranston printer too. Wonder if they're gonna go into a combination of both. I think that's probably the right play.
And our first grove of the day. Looks like Cabbage printed 7 watches. Goji is notably not printing 7 watches. We already see a little bit of rift in decision making for these two. They
Interesting.
are leaving to go to Grove. It looks like Snack is actually really low on stage 4 already, getting hit by a few of the enemies in the Void Seed there. Gotta be a little bit careful.
Huge.
Looks like Confused went right for TP and is kind of going in that direction and kind of letting Snack loot the seed.
Oh,
There is one Void Cradle.
Yeah,
Okay.
at the bottom there.
I wonder why they're going so hard into this though. Okay, it looks like there was another Void Cradle on the other side of the Void Seed, so anyone could just go pick that up anytime they want, it looks like. I would be a little bit careful. I was confused here. Taking a lot of damage. Oh my god, larva everywhere. Oh my god, they need to move.
Yikes. I don't know how that
This
didn't hit
elder,
them.
Jesus. Oh, that's a +5.
Oh no.
They needed to run. They needed to jump off at that point. I know they were just trying to burst down
Yeah.
that elder, but oh my god. It was just one thing after another just thrown into it. Just so many things. Poly loot
Oh, Hollywood.
is pretty nice. We see that on red team as well. So it looks like no one's really missing that one.
That clover.
Jesus. Yeah. I mean, this is the Acrid proc build, right? Classic. Having that +5, that's not good news. You're basically hoping at this point that red team +5s. Because you want to be a little bit even, right? You don't want... I mean, how are you going to come back?
How was Cabbage able to print so many more watches here? Because I'm looking at
Had
Goji's
more
items and
items.
Cabbage's items. Cabbage just has a lot more.
Cabbage is a really good looter. Looted a lot really quick. And that's another +5 for Confused. Oh, man.
If you're on red team right now and you're Goji and you hear like Cabbage going through all this and you're trying to play at the same pace, I feel like there's a little bit of a risk here for Goji getting stuck later on.
Yeah. No, it's definitely possible.
And you're kind of pressured to play at the pace of your teammate and not necessarily the pace you're comfortable with.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot before in the past as well with teammates before. There will be someone who's like maybe really, really good at loader and their teammate maybe isn't or something like that. They're okay. And having to try to feel like you have to catch up to your teammate is just like a lot, you know? And it could definitely make you feel worse or play worse. And it could make it so that you actually get stuck in a death loop because you're just not comfortable playing that fast on that character. You just don't know how. Everyone has their own comfortable levels with each and every survivor, each and every situation, so it definitely happens.
While Goji doesn't have as much loot, the stuff they do have is still pretty good. I think they should be okay here regardless. That much damage multiplication. That said, no Cranchian, no watches.
I don't know. I mean, at least at the end of the day, they have poison. Phase 2
You got
Mythrix might take a little bit longer, but, you know, Phase 1 and 3 Mythrix, they're not going to take too long. As long as they keep the poison. Oh, and there's Crowdfunder for Snek. That's really, really good here, actually, as well.
Confused has 2+5s right now.
3+5s,
3.
sorry. I hope they're
Lucky.
not in a mental death spiral here, but they need to lock it down for Snek, though.
You have a lot of curse stacks.
Oh, Cabbage
What
found a
do you
gun
think
on stage 5, starting the boss right now. And there's another gun right next to Teleporter as well, but this means
Okay.
Empathy Cores for them. Maybe this is an opportunity to check Soup on the Moon. Maybe you want to get a, try to see if you get a German. As a reminder, whoever loses this loadout, they're out of the tournament. Pressure's on, and it's a lot of pressure on Snek and Confused right now, because how do they pull back from this? I guess they just have to keep playing, I mean, probably just have to push it and see if they can go fast and hope that Cabbage and Goji mess up. That's really all they can do.
They would have to mess up, I think, quite a bit here. They just play consistent. I think they have it on lock. And that's a vase.
Oh, man.
Is it going to make up 15
No.
minutes, though?
15 minutes is a long time, man. Snek is gone, though. Aware of the situation and just trying the best they can to keep pushing here. That's 4 for 4 loadouts for Vase today. All right, Snek is going up. I think it's definitely possible that we can see some deaths from Red Team. We've seen some crazy things happen before, especially in Phase 2, where people feel very comfortable for some reason standing in the middle of the arena and then just getting gunned down. And if we see Cabbage lose 7 watches, for instance, in Mythrix, that could definitely slow them down. I don't know if anything could save 15 minutes for Blue Team, but it looks like everyone just found that vase. It was right next to Teleporter, but I have seen before where someone did not check the third of a multi-shop, even when it was visible from Teleporter. So it looks like Snek is working their way through Phase 1 already. Naturally, Poison saving the day regardless of Clover, Polyloot, Shuriken, Bleed, any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Snek in the fight right now as well. Man, it sucks too, because like if you're Snek and Confused, you played so well in that last loadout. You know, just barely out, and then to get out here just right afterwards, that'd be tough. Cabbage on to Phase 2, Snek on to Phase 2. Goji entering the fight right now. Yeah, it's a shame that the Krunder couldn't really make an appearance here, but oh, Goji actually going too high? No, just barely.
Close.
But I mean, you just can't really argue with a vase, especially when you have poison. Maybe with another build, another character with these items, maybe Krunder would have been the play. I don't know. But vase is like so good that it's almost always just immediately the right answer. Cabbage halfway through Phase 3 right now. Snek right behind, just by a little bit. Right, looks like Cabbage and Snek are about to finish this fight up. Such crazy damage output here. I mean, it's crazy for Snek too, because Cabbage has 7 watches and Snek is just keeping pace. Oh, no Phase 4 skip for Cabbage there. We'll see if Snek can pull it off here. Oh no, I thought Myth was gonna jump. Pieces actually happening, so they're just gonna go. But unfortunately, unless Goji dies 4 times here, looks like we're gonna see Snek and Confused get chopped.
Probably going to be our most unfortunate loss today.
I
You're
mean,
playing so well in that first one.
like I said, I really hate to this part of the tournaments, right, where we just have to be like, you're done, you know. But it's tough because like it doesn't give them enough time for that comeback in a normal race, you know, the comeback they deserve. That's part of the game. It is interesting though. Cabbage and Goji are going on to the next loadout, looks like, and that means Reddy and Tyler. Isn't that the rematch? Oh wow. I mean, Goji was calling for it when they were in cast. They were like, hey, you know.
Who is that? Merc? Oh, but
Oh,
Cabbage
no.
and Merc is... that's scary.
Oh, we'll see. They do have to carry Goji through though, but maybe they go fast enough that like it just doesn't matter. Who knows?
That's a Phase 4+5.
Oh man, if it wasn't already kind of set in stone there. Whew, that feels bad though for Confused, I'm sure. And Goji getting through, hell yeah. Oh man, what a loadout. I will bring everyone in a second. All right, so let's take a look at the bracket here while we are here. The winners of this one were Goji and Cabbage, and they are going on to the Merc with Ruddy and Tyler right now. The winners of the Merc loadout are going to go into Railgunner to fight Big D and Niklowski. The last 2 loadouts coming up. Let's bring everyone in from this last loadout. Cabbage and Goji. Congratulations.
Oh,
Surprise.
Tough one. You guys are going into the Merc for your rematch against Ruddy and Tyler, actually. Look at that. I'm sorry, Sneck and Confused. You're the first team to get chopped today. A really good job today, guys, regardless. I mean, it was really tough after the match you had with Big D and Deklowski because, like, man,
so
all you guys
close.
were so close. Man, it was
On your
crazy.
way.
And we're on loadout number 5. Look at that. Man, it's been so competitive today. Everyone's just been gaming out of their mind.
It's been a good tournament.
Oh, yeah.
I like the teams.
The team
It
tournament's
makes it
fun.
feel more fair. So, for example, every time I've played in a tournament, like, I never won a loadout, but I was able to get to the end just by doing well enough to not get eliminated. But I feel like that's not really a thing in this.
No, you have to
You
You
gotta
have
play
to
well.
play well, dude. Cannot mess up. Otherwise, you incur the wrath of your teammate.
I do think Cabbage and Goji is obviously the team to beat here. Cabbage has played Merc more than anyone, maybe in existence.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, obviously, very good Merc. He's known as the Merc guy. So, how fast do you think this loadout's going to be?
I don't know. See, Merc he's kind of stingy sometimes, especially when it comes to Mithrix. Sometimes you just don't get the damage.
Mhm.
I think he's very item dependent. But with Eviscerate, it is like you can just kind of W key everything, and it takes a long time, but you can also be relatively safe doing that.
Yeah. I mean, at least they have this dash, too. This dash is really good damage for Mithrix, at least. Like, comparatively, I think it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
comparatively. Definitely Merc's biggest weakness, though, is the boss
Mhm.
fight.
Getting there is never a problem, but yeah. Hopefully we can find some damage. We'll see, we'll see. We already see Tyler on to stage 2 with actually a decent amount of items, already 6 items. We saw that red team started a tiny bit later on this one. It looks like blue team's doing better
Not
on
that much
looting,
better.
actually.
Yeah.
I like where blue team is at right now. Looks like everyone's taking that watch there. There's really
watch.
nothing else to take. How many
Yeah.
people you think are gonna break that watch at the end of this one?
I would say the majority.
So at least 3.
At least 3, yeah.
Yeah, alright. It seems like it's one of those days, you know?
It is Eviscerate, though, so maybe not. Me.
Looks like Cabbage is just gonna try to kill this Wandering Vagrant just to get an extra green, actually. Which you don't really see too many people do this that often. Usually, if they have the opportunity to just leave, they just kind of do it. But I think
Already
this
did it
is
in the last one.
yeah, this is
or
a good
one
idea
before.
though. I mean, it's often faster than getting another chest or something. Could be good.
Luckily, pretty good on Merc. Got that agile attribute.
It's kind of crazy the storyline of this tournament so far, having the first run, the first loadout, be all of these players, and we're back. You know, we had a decisive winner the first time, and can things go the other way? I don't know. Whichever team loses this one, by the way, is out. And whichever team wins goes to the finals. So this is so important to do well here. And Big D and Deklowski are sitting very comfortably in the other call, you know, eat up on the desk, just waiting to see who their opponents are. It's gotta feel good.
Yeah, it's always good to be on winner's side.
Oh,
One
man.
less loadout they have to play as well.
I don't really see anyone standing out ahead on this loadout, do you? Everyone kind of the same spot.
No?
No
Some
one's
pennies
picked up
there, though.
anything else to me that signals that they're like way in the lead or anything. Tyler's coming out first, going into the blue portal. We see a brain coat and I think a Gore's tome
Yeah.
there. So nothing really for Ready to go in there for later.
I think the Gomez was worth consideration there.
I think it's just hard because if you stop to consider it, it's like you're losing time. So it has to be just a split-second decision. It's not like
That pennies is good though. Looks like everyone's
Yeah.
gonna find it.
on a normal stage, you can consider something for a while. You can do TP and still think about it, but here it's like you just gotta leave or get it. Trying to shape in on stage 3, they can get that, and actually, like you said, just kind of go deeper into the pennies farm. There is also
you don't want to go too deep though,
yeah.
because you do have that watch.
Oh, that is unfortunate. They do have a lunar. If they find a cleansing pool somewhere on the stage, they can get a pearl. Uh-oh.
Beads. Yeah.
Cabbage lost a
Does
watch
have the
there.
extra life though.
Yeah, but
Okay, now don't feel bad about farming pennies. That's
yeah,
like,
just kind of sit here
that's
with
kind
the
of okay.
yeah, the dude strider a little bit. Oh, it did use the Shrine of Shape in there, but hey, got some money.
But
We do see a gun on Tyler as well. And going forward into Abyssal, we have some good options for bosses, actually. You can get a Spleen, or you can get a Murph. That could be cool. We don't really want a Neural or not False Sun or anything, but we'll see. Maybe we hold that till Sky Meadow as well. There is a little bit of crit on Cabbage and Goji that we don't see on blue team here. So maybe they end up getting the gun. Maybe they end up getting a Shadow Swing that does something a little bit more, but who knows?
Bleed Merc is a weird animal.
Yeah, a strange beast.
It's a little weird.
It's not as consistent as Commander or anything like that, for sure.
With
Maybe
Slicing
with-
Winds, you can get a pretty good build going, but
Yeah, maybe with a nice crowdfunder or something, they can start getting that to be in play. But we do see a band and a multi-shop on stage 4 right near the spawn as well. We also do see Goji taking that gun for the next stage.
once you find that, I think what you're looking for on Merc especially is an equipment that can proc it. So like ideally like Saw, Prion, or Capacitor.
We haven't really seen too many impactful equipments on this run yet. We haven't seen our vase. This is the first run we haven't seen a vase yet. Though it did take till stage 5 last time to see it. So
Overlord, not
You
gunning
think,
it immediately.
yeah, I think Tyler's saving this then, actually. Saving it for something else. What else could you really want, though? Maybe trying to save for Empathy Cores for stage 5?
Or if you're worried about DPS, gunning the Grandparent is not a bad play either, just to get it out of there.
That's not a bad
Or
call
as a
either,
contract,
actually.
for that matter.
Just trying to have a nice stage 5 teleporter.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, sometimes it's not all about the boss item you get. It's about just getting rid of the boss.
Because I don't think the Spleen would be like that impactful here.
Oh, no, not really. I mean, I think Spleen can be one of the best items in the game, depending on your run, especially if you're like looping or something. Like, what's better than that? I think it's on a higher pedestal than it usually ends up being in a lot of runs. Like, a lot of other boss items tend to be more impactful. It's definitely never bad, though. I mean, especially here with no crit.
A little bit of bleed, which is like, it would be good for the next stage, but not incredibly useful after that.
It is just a little bit extra damage on Mythics is all.
A little bit extra damage and some AoE, but it's Merc. AoE isn't much of an issue to begin with.
I'm surprised that Reddy didn't even pick up a gun at all, actually, from stage 3. He just didn't really care about it. He just wanted the Smeech there, which I guess is fair. He kind of figured that he might not have wanted anything from this stage anyway, as far as boss items go. So we do see a Feather out of a key box. Just like extra survivability in the fight that you don't have to use your dashes to dodge. And Tyler's actually out. Tyler's kind of zooming, man. Most every loadout that Tyler's been in today, he's been the first one out on every stage. A lot of bans stage 4 as well. I think there was another one even that Tyler did not even get right below TP. That might
So Goji did get the Spleen.
yeah, and Cabbage, like Ruddy, didn't even bother with the gun at all. You know something that's interesting? Tyler doesn't have the ICBM that Ruddy has. I wonder if he just said, I don't really have anything for it. Maybe I just won't get it. Using the gun immediately in that Z construct, just getting it out of the way. 2 defense nucleuses. Wow, impressive.
See, I think not having to deal with the Z construct, though, is better than most yellows.
Probably true. It kind of looks like blue team's doing pretty well here. Specifically, Tyler's just in such a lead right now. But I'll see how far behind Ruddy is from Tyler here. Looks like Cabbage is about to sync up with Goji onto stage 5. So I don't know. It feels kind of even right now.
Curious how people are going to deal with the Z construct because Tyler was the only one with a gun.
They will probably
So that
have
might
to
be-
fight outside teleporter a little bit, waste a little bit of time. All right, Ruddy is on the way out of stage 4. I kind of worry about that scrapping. I don't know if it'll be worth it. That was a lot of time that Ruddy spent doing that. Had to go to the other side of the stage, scrap all of the items, and then come all the way back. We'll see. Maybe there's something good on stage 6 soup.
I think Merc is one of the survivors that is more scrap oriented, though. Just because that Mithrix fight can
Just
be
drag.
brutal sometimes.
Looks like Tyler's going for some equipment after teleporter here. There is a crowdfunder, which would have been, and
it's
an
broken.
ocular HUD. Ooh. Which could have been actually pretty nice with the spleen. That being said. And Tyler scraps the beads right after TP at stage 5. Oh, and another band right next to TP and another multi-shop on stage 5. This is the first run that we've seen without a vase. And if there is a vase, not everyone is going to get it, so.
They are dealing with the Z construct, but like you said, everyone did have to play outside the TP a little bit here.
Every time they dash, they go out of it. It is time lost.
I think I really liked Tyler's play of holding onto the gun there. I think that was smart.
All right, and Tyler, again, the first one to the moon. All right, and now Tyler starts his ascent. You can kind of just fly with this loadout. Any loadout with this M2, you can kind of just stay in the air permanently, so it's not too big of a deal here.
Yeah.
Just gonna make his way across and up, just staircasing. There was a focus crystal printer on the other side of stage 5 from the teleporter, and Cabbage found it. Well,
Okay.
Cabbage is just gonna go all in here, pretty much, right? It was right up, like right next to where you
Get a
spawned
bunch of
in,
loot.
actually. Oh, and Goji is coming for it too, dude. This might be the thing that puts red team over the edge. Like, it might not matter that blue team, you know, was playing fine up until this point. I mean, they don't have the focus crystal printer. Cabbage is
gonna be
still printing at
Four.
10, stopping at
Damn.
10. All right, prints a Lepton before he goes. I don't think he's picking it up. I think he's just throwing it away and gets a watch
Yeah,
as
getting a
well.
watch.
A death for Goji,
Oh
though.
no!
What the hell was that? While they were trying to get the chest next to TP, they died. Oh no. That
sucks.
definitely is balancing out
Breaking
the
watch too.
the focus crystal printer. Reddy is still looting though. Do you think Reddy's gonna find the AP printer? Kind of going that direction, but he might turn around right now and just go for TP. And that's exactly what he does. He ran out of money. I don't know. I actually genuinely think that this much damage might make up for the lack of or the +5. I mean,
If it was any other survivor, I don't know. Like Tyler got here pretty early, and
still not through phase 1.
yeah,
It might happen that way. That just that printer just won them the round. Wow.
thing is though, Tyler did get there early as well. So
Yeah, I think it was a good call, not Ocular HUD though. It didn't seem like Red Team found anything that really helped out there. It was
looks
like
he's gonna go check out Soup.
yeah, I mean, with that amount of green scrap, maybe there's Drone Man. If there's Drone Man, it
Or
actually might help. Headset might be
missiles.
good. Oh yeah, an ATG. Is that a Behemoth? Oh yeah. Reddy is not
Okay.
gonna turn down one of those. Looking just for an
pretty great.
ATG or something here. And trades the ICBM for some
Okay.
syringes, which is really
Which
good for
it-
Eviscerate. And this will
Okay.
actually accelerate Reddy's fight by a
Yeah.
pretty decent amount here.
I don't know how it's gonna turn out, and I'm not convinced that no one's gonna +5 in this fight either. I think there's a high likelihood of that.
It's one of those ones where like I don't even want to see what happens, you know? Like I don't want to chop anybody, man. It's gonna be close. Regardless though, I think Cabbage's damage is actually pretty decent here still. 10 focus crystals is nothing to laugh at. Even Goji's not doing too bad for having only 4. Minus that watch though. A little bit tough.
I want to see Goji not +5 and just like play this consistently,
Yeah,
safely. Because
well-
I worry about where they're gonna be in phase 3.
I do want to say though that like I don't think Goji died because their build was too bad or they're in for a rough time. They were probably just not looking while they were looting. You know, it wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh man.
It was after TP. Your guard is down.
Cabbage is really low though here. All of the enemies are on Cabbage. No healing drone or no gunner drone to pull any aggro away on phase 2.
Using that Smeech.
Yeah, a couple of golem orbs and you're out. So gotta be a little bit careful. I will say, oh, Cabbage losing 2 watches there, getting just blasted by that golem. One more hit and that's a +5. Gotta be really careful here.
Okay.
Cabbage is
Gotta
really
pinch his
playing
back.
risky though. Oh my god.
Should heal up here.
Yeah, did use it.
That was
Really
good
close.
Thing they brought that equipment.
Yeah, it's hard to say though,
Yeah,
because
not
like
often that you see the Smeech actually come into play, but
if you had Ocular HUD, who's to say that that golem would have even done damage? Because you would have just killed it,
Yeah.
right? It's hard.
That's true.
It's hard to know, but regardless, being bailed out by an equipment, very nice. You can tell Cabbage is really pushing it right now because they know Goji has that +5, and they're just like, hey, I need to go get in there as much as I can right now.
I think Tyler is still probably gonna get it done first, though.
It looks like it. As long as they just keep up this pressure right here, they could save Ocular HUD for phase 4, which it looks like they're.
Oh, and that's a +5 for Tyler.
Oh,
Okay,
it hurts.
so-
It was right at the end, man.
I still think the blue team has the advantage here because Ruddy's ahead of Goji.
That's true. If Ruddy beats it like right now, then they're equalized on +5s, right? So there'd be a lot more damage coming out of red team, but Goji just doesn't have as much as Cabbage here. Didn't have as many items to throw into the focus crystal printer.
Ruddy's in phase 3 now.
Yeah, halfway through actually. Cabbage is about to finish up phase 3 right now, though. Looks like he's actually playing it a little bit safe right now, just trying to make sure he doesn't die to this golem.
Goji really struggling in phase 2.
Oh, Goji with a
that's death.
+5. That might be it. And Cabbage is trying to get a phase 4 skip right now. Close one
This was
on
a
that
really
one, too.
quick fight from Ruddy, actually.
Yeah, with the behemoth and the syringes, that's a lot of damage.
Last one to get there is going to finish slightly behind Cabbage.
As of right now, it looks like Team Ruddy and Tyler are moving on to the grand finale.
Scrapping was the right call, it seems like.
And a phase 4 skip for
Oh,
Ruddy
and
as
getting
well.
the skip as well. That was really well done.
Oh, man. Close, dude. All of the runs today have just been so close, on edge. Tough day for Goji and Cabbage.
Yeah, they played well, though.
They did.
Might be one where we have to pull Goji out.
Oh,
depending on
yeah.
how this goes.
Okay, we'll wait for Ready to charge ship, and then we can tell them. Man, what an exciting day. So we're going right now to the finale of the team tournament. It's gonna be Ruddy and Tyler versus Big D and Deklowski. Let's bring in Ruddy and Tyler right now, actually. You won! You're going to the finale right now. Congratulations.
No way.
You beat Cabbage and Goji. Wow.
We were like so depressed there at the end in the call, like, oh man, Gabby's probably gonna wipe the floor with us.
No. Close though. Ready, you scrapping?
Nice.
I was really scared about that, you know, because everyone else was on stage 5 and you were scrapping, but like getting the behemoth and then getting the syringes as well on the soup was awesome. All right, sorry Goji and Cabbage, you're being chopped, but really good runs.
Hey man, that's fun.
Well played today.
Well played.
Thank you. GG's. Good
It-
luck, guys.
GG.
It was fun to
Jeez.
see the rematch between you two teams at stage 4. Oh yeah, our final loadout of the day is going to be all alt railgunners. So alrighty, this is the finale of the team tournament right here. We have Deklowski and Big D as red team, and Ready as Tyler as blue, reprising their role as blue team, of course. Who do you think has an advantage so far?
I don't know.
I mean, both teams have been doing so well, but I mean, Big D and Deklowski have not lost today.
But Tyler and Ruddy have also played more today.
That is
They're a
true.
little bit more warmed up. They just played that last loadout.
Yeah, I mean, Big D and Deklowski had to wait a little bit between last and now. I'm excited. So Railgunner, all alt loadout here. We start on Siphon
First
Forest.
Siphoned.
We go to Aqueduct. We go to Scorch Acres, Sirens again, and then we leave it off on Helmet. An interesting couple stages for us. We also have to remind ourselves that who's the world record holder for Railgunner? Because it was Big D at one point, if it's not now. Either way, all these guys are very capable, but Big D and Ruddy specifically have a lot of time in Railgunner speed strats. So, we already have pennies on red team, by the way, which means we're going to see a little bit more efficient looting, I imagine. We do see more items on that team already. Tyler surprised me by having the least amount of items so far. Having a good amount of money, just hasn't found any loot. There is an opal printer on stage 1, but do you go for it? I don't know. I mean, it looks like Tyler is going for it. Picked up something in particular. Oh, that's what Tyler's doing. Just they're macroing a little bit here, just to make sure they
have the pennies. Definitely not.
Well, they don't have pennies yet. Ruddy just found pennies. Ruddy's also doing TP right now, hitting the Beetle Queen in the face before they leave to go to stage 2. I'm actually surprised that everyone's pathing on the stage this time. It seems like I've seen players go back in the same areas quite a few times. And it's kind of draining a little bit of time here, but...
This is a hard map to path because it's big and you don't have the benefit of it being a late game stage where you already have a lot of movement speed.
Ready? The first one into stage 2. Let's see what we got here. So we are on the lookout for buttons to see if there's any easy pot spots or anything like that, because some easy bans would be kind of nice. It looks like there's no buttons on this side of the map near the gate, but there is some speed in a tri-shop right at the start of stage 2. So looks like we do have a God button there right next to TP, but I don't really see a pot nearby. There is the key box right next to that TP as well, so everyone should find that, which is really good here, especially when they don't have the mines. They don't have a good way of getting around the stages. And one thing that I want to bring up is, you know how we were talking earlier about how it might be hard to keep up with your teammate? I'm wondering if Deklowski might be feeling that in this loadout, right? You're playing with the world record holder for Railgunner.
Yeah.
it might feel a little bit intimidating if there is a gap in their experience with this character. It might come up here, so we'll see. And at the end of the day, as long as they play well as a team, it won't matter. And there's a red on the stage, and it's an electric boomerang. I think it's actually really good with this M2 as well.
Okay, yeah.
We'll see a lot of procs going off here. All right, looks like Big D is leaving. No bans for Big D, which is very in Big D's character to just kind of push and just keep going.
Yeah.
Especially with the last couple runs they've had today. Like, they haven't even looted stage 5, like anything on stage 5. Oh, we see Tyler trying to roll a pot for the button, but unfortunately left some Lemurians alive that got rid of it. So looks like Tyler will find that electric boomerang as well, as Ruddy just found it.
It is the God pot spot, but it's even still, it's hard to do.
Yeah, it's not as easy as the old days. Makes you wonder how worth it this is. How long will it take them to get the bans though? Meanwhile, Big D's, you know, mid stage 3 teleporter. I think by the time they get to stage 3, Big D might be on stage 4. I think that's the situation we're looking at here.
Yes, but like I don't know if that's gonna be faster though, is the thing. I can already see their damage starting to drop off quite a bit.
Yeah, this is a reminder, this is not the other loadout. And it may feel obvious saying that, but like, this M2 does a lot less damage than the other one. It is important to remember that, you know, we're dealing with, like, sometimes when you play this loadout, or something like this out with this M2, you often overestimate your damage. So maybe that's what Big D's doing, or maybe they're just able to push this fast. Either way,
Definitely,
bans for blue team.
Yeah, difference in strategy here. We'll see if it pays off.
And Big D is done with the teleporter charging, just not done with killing the Dune Strider. So you're right, there is like a little bit of a damage drop off here. Having to actually spend all this extra time just to kill the Strider.
And I also feel like this is a situation where you feel a little bit of pressure from your teammate going really fast.
I think this will be a teleporter, as I mean, obviously that blue team saves time on as well. The time that red team lost, blue team will make up on because they have bans here. So slowly they're earning back their time spent by going to get them. And here we go, red team on to Siren's Call. So this is very good that they found the Void Scent before the stage. Obviously, if you're being swarmed by larva or something like that, start holding down M1, suddenly you're okay. You're no longer really in danger anymore. So Void Scent is probably one of the best things you can get for Sirens. And they do have Polar Mines, like you said. So they should be okay here. Oh, this is a tough teleporter spot. Might get Bells as the boss or something horrible. Oh no, they actually get a full Souls Control unit in here. But not the best scenario either, though.
Fully charged Sweet Spot, only doing like 1/10 of its health.
Yeah, definitely needs some more here. It really may just come down to one team got bans, one team didn't. And whoever wins are the winners of the team tournament, man. And I know both of these teams want it. You know, you hear the excitement and the adrenaline in their voice when they get into the call and they find out they won. You know, there's like, oh my god, you know, we tried so hard to get here and it worked out. They had to win like what, at least twice. So they're all definitely on a high roll. So we'll see.
I want to see red team get like some kind of equalizer here, like some kind of god printer.
Or maybe like they just find a vase or
really
something.
Tables.
You know?
Yeah, wouldn't be the first time it happened today.
Nope. And blue team is just about to head into stage 4. I will say though, for not having as much damage, and for having to step out of the TP there on stage 4 a little bit, they are going from TP to TP pretty much. So they are still ahead. They are still trying to keep that kind of lead as much as they can.
And with the damage game, you do have that freeze. So Mithrix is only has 2/3 of the health anyway.
Looks like blue team's doing a little bit more looting on stage 4 as well. So if this keeps happening and blue team keeps looting the stages, you might just see, you know, red team kind of keep their lead and keep staying ahead. But I mean, oh, there's a runic lens on red team. Wow. Well, that may be the equalizer that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know if blue team's gonna find that. It's just in a normal small chest in the basement, only chest down there, I think. So
it is close to TP though.
That it is, but there is more loot everywhere else, right? So I don't know. Reddy's down to 29 HP right now, just trying to get away from the larva. Oh my god, the opal saving him.
Opal.
Jesus. Actually calling down the
Caffeinator.
Yeah, you can actually use it if you out of TP if you use it immediately, but didn't have time to do it. Wait, still might have time to do it. No, just ran out of time there. just trying to get
You can
some
still find an
healing
egg,
somewhere.
though.
Is another
Try
caffeinator
it
being
again.
called in? Okay, here we go. Getting some health finally. You know, this is a kind of a niche tech. If you use something that spawns in outside of the teleporter event while the teleporter is active, you can actually use it. It has a cooldown for how long it takes to lock again. So for example, if a scav bag drops, you can open it if you interact with it immediately. Oh, Ruddy. Oh my god, and that's a +5 for Ruddy. Right at the
Yikes.
Siren's teleporter. Tough. I think he was greedy getting
no.
back in that TP a little bit too much.
Okay.
And there's a watch printer. Again. That's incredible on stage 5 for red team here.
That's gonna help him a lot with damage.
How do you stop red team now? They have a runic lens, they have the watch printer. Oh, and there's
Yeah,
a
they had
runic
a-
lens for blue team though.
A scary couple stages.
Yeah, I mean stage 3 was
But there's
probably
no
the
elixir
low
printer, too.
point for red team, but now look at them. They're on top of the world. And as long as red team just keeps their stability here, the only thing I'm kind of worried about is that Big D doesn't have any opals. Something might happen during Mythrix, you never know. You do see Tyler on
use
stage
the
5
wrap.
here as well. Starting up TP right away, trying to make up time for Ruddy's death here as well. I don't know if they're going to end up seeing the watch printer though, if they kind of go this fast. In which case, like, red team had an advantage. They didn't have to, you know, push out of their comfort zone on this one. They were able just to go stage 5, notice the watch printer, scrap even to get some. Like, they definitely have that time on their side right now.
Watch printer, as we have seen, does not always.
Doesn't last.
Yeah.
I mean, has anyone kept their watches today? I don't know. Maybe. Ready on to stage 5 here, by the way, as well. Yeah, I assume he's going to go right for TP here. Gotta make up time. That +5 is brutal. Having a +5 on your team is a lot tougher than just on yourself. And it looks like Deklowski's going back for seconds for that watch printer, up to 5 right now.
I would have liked to see him, instead of getting that last watch, maybe grab an elixir.
Dude,
or
I didn't
grab
even
an
notice
elixir
this.
in addition to.
Yeah. There's a band on TP. That's the reward. I mean, it just rewarded red team for not rolling pots at all.
But Tylor is on the moon, like about the same time as Deklowski here.
Yeah, Deklowski and Tyler are pretty tied up right now as far as how far they are on the run, but Deklowski has 5 watches. I mean, we have
but
Tyler with extra
Tyler's
bands,
got
though.
Extra bands.
I don't know. Ruddy having another tough time here on the teleporter for stage 5. Oh my god! Oh my...
Oh.
Because of AoE, a jellyfish was knocked forward past Ruddy and exploded and almost killed him. Just because of the way enemies are being thrown around by now by Ruddy's effects. That was actually so close to another +5. Big D's the only one with the backup right now. Everyone else has a caffeinator going into to Mythrix right now. And, you know, of course, Tyler and Ruddy know that, like, oh, that band, like, you know the other team has it. That's tough. It's tough to see the other team get a free one. I was going right for Soul Pillar here. It looks like Deklowski's going right for Blood. And that makes sense, because Deklowski has a wrap, so they don't need to stack up any more curse on themselves, and they're not really risking the watches here either. And they're using the caffeinator actually to heal up during it, to save some time, not break their watches. Good approach. And there's one more Blood Pillar as well, so they'll get done with pillars faster than anyone else, I think, right now.
Is Blood faster than Soul? It is, right?
It's the same, but like, if you have to... Oh! Big D. Big D...
What happened?
They pushed themselves off with the cryo charge.
No.
Ah.
They have a bear? What happened?
They got the frame perfect stop, dude. Holy hell. They're fine.
Okay, well.
I mean, I was gonna say...
I feel like...
Hey, I was gonna, like, equalize the situation at hand, right? That's like, there's 1 +5 on each team, but nope. They got it. Jesus.
But if they win now, like, fucking deserved. Because that is a hard one to pull off.
The pause of just like, oh my god, dread as they just were falling right there. That's crazy. Deklowski landing in the arena, they're at the same time here. The only one I'm really worried about here is Ruddy. He's far behind and has that +5. Does have a headset. I missed that one because I was watching Big D not die.
That doesn't equal a pillar skiff though, unfortunately.
No, not anymore. It's really interesting seeing Tyler actually utilize the squids here in the fight, actually, as kind of a damage source, trying to keep up with red team.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of Big D's pathing on this moon either. They kind of, I think they lost their focus when they fell off. But they should have just kept going for blood because they had to do blood anyway. And there is a lot of money to be spent here on the caffeinator also because, you know, they did pillars, which is one of the advantages. Oh, Big D tried to go for a shot on Mithrix there, and it was like actually blocked by one of the backup drones. Deklowski, by the way, in the middle of phase 3. Tyler is still in phase 2, so it definitely looks like red team is pulling to win this one as long as nothing happens. Yeah, the free slide there on Mithrix is always a little bit scary. One more free shot and Deklowski's done with phase 3. Which it looks like they're going to try to go for a phase 4 skip here actually instead. I almost think that they could have saved a second just by killing him immediately during pizza. But either way, they got through. Deklowski, the first one done. You know, it's kind of cool. In the first loadout, it was Big D that kind of carried the speed win, and in the last one, for the finals, it's Deklowski coming in to save Big D. All they gotta do is just not +5 here. Tyler is done as well. Really good job.
This is actually... I'm surprised at the times on this one because this is one of our slower runs today.
I mean, this is a loadout that people just really don't use that much. And it's an M2 that's very, it's deceitful in how good you think it is when you're going into it. Like Big D right now is still in phase 2, just trying to find some way to find some space, just make space for the wisps to get him down. Alright, Deklowski is done. Big D's entering phase 3 right now. Again, all they gotta do is just hold it together here. Oh man, minus watches for Big D there too. Yeah, pull up those drones, just try to get some distraction in. Oh my god, just stay alive. They really have no health here, and they don't have any healing, really, do they? They're gonna try to go for a phase 4 skip here. They're just gonna try to end it. They're gonna try to end it. Oh, they didn't get it though. The freeze just wasn't enough.
Ruddy did get through this fight a lot quicker. See
Yeah.
how phase 4 goes?
I mean, Ruddy just had
death rate.
the headset as well, and it just wasn't as bad at phase 2 for Ruddy as it was for Big D. Big D is done. Ruddy's waiting for a skip. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really just that +5, right? Ruddy and Big D are going to finish around the same time. Deklowski and Tyler finish around the same time.
It's over. A Big D +5's on the ship. Maybe.
Maybe.
Not even then, I don't think
Yeah, because
so,
Deklowski finished first. What an insane tournament, actually, to get to this point. They did really good job to Big D and Deklowski, man. Undefeated. Did not lose today. One time. Wow. Love that. They fucking earned it, dude. That's awesome.
They did.
You know, I actually, when I was making the teams yesterday, I actually had people saying that maybe Big D and Deklowski were one of the weaker teams. And I said, no, dude. Believe in them. These guys fucking crushed it. Deklowski and Big D getting first and third just means that they automatically just get it. So, GG to them. Let's actually just go tell them right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome in.
Hello.
Hello.
That was a close one, but the winners of the team tournament are Big D and Deklowski. Congratulations, guys.
Let's go. Okay. Oh my god, bro.
there were a lot of moments in that one we were like, oh my god.
You guys
And obviously, really good job to Tyler and Ruddy as well. Like, you guys did great. I mean, especially just getting to this point at all. You guys did good. It was the +5, but it also wasn't the +5 because Big D and Deklowski.
I think it was that my stage 4 in general.
Yeah, it was tough. Like, I was talking about, like, you had to go outside of the TP for so long, and then +5 on top of it. It's like, man. But seriously, really good job to everyone, especially Big D and Deklowski. You guys fucking killed it. You guys did not lose today one time. And as for everyone else who played today, Confused, Snack, Goji, and Cabbage, you guys did awesome too. Awesome tournament. Let us know what you thought about it. That's going to be end for today's stream. You can join Discord to actually, you know, see when the next race is going to be, all that kind of stuff. You can apply to be a racer as well. Always looking for new applicants to join in all of the fun and scrims that we're doing. But anyway, awesome tournament. Have a good day, everybody. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.